All right, my man, state your name and let them know you on Real Talk with Nick.
You already know the vibe. You already know the time. It's your boy G5 live on set. What's poppin'?
All right, man, we here with Nicovelli King, and we gonna recap on what's going on with these New York Knicks, man. If you ask me, been kind of like a roller coaster this season, man. We ain't know what to expect. Since the OG Anobi shit went on the uphill, since the injury of OG Anobi, shit went downhill a little. But thank God we had a couple of games over 500.
That kind of at an easy place.
Yeah, so
but you gotta worry about one person, and that's Brunson right now. He scared us. First quarter of the game, almost went down. We don't know how serious he injured. We don't even know how serious he injured. So we can't even. We just got to be prepared. And I think we prepared. Our bench is getting the minutes they need, the time, the effect. So it's looking real promising. We just shut these guys down defensively.
Oh, the Orlando Magic, yeah.
We just put the pain on the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, we shut them down with the lowest
score in the NBA history since 2012. So,
since 2012, yeah.
Come on now, let's break some records. Let's show them niggas that we doing it. Get shout out to Tibbs. Your plan working, but your plan won't work without the players. So just
what do you say to those who say that Tom Thibodeau is still showing signs of not knowing how to rotate his players, though, man? Too many injuries at one time, man.
Not now. You can't say that. Everybody's on the foot right now. Sims.
I don't see no Randall. I don't see no OG Anobi.
Because they down. So everybody's going to rotate. So that means the whole team's getting minutes. Yesterday, the whole team played.
But see, this is the problem, man.
The whole team played, though.
Yeah, but under what circumstances, man? Why we got to wait for players to get in a slump as far as bodies being healthy in order for Tom Thibodeau to he'll put a play out because he's forced to, instead of putting the play out there so they can gel and create the chemistry. That's the problem.
See, the thing is, with people don't understand, Tibbs got a little mental. He's a defensive coach. He's not an offensive coach. So understand that. You're a defensive coach. You hire an offensive coach. You know what I mean? So you got to understand that point too. So he's going to play his guys because they're defense. And he's thinking defense. So if he got to play these guys 38 minutes, he's going to play them 38 minutes. They get paid millions of dollars to play 38 minutes. I don't see what's the problem. I don't see the problem. These people get paid millions of dollars. Every player gets paid millions of dollars.
But we don't expect them to get paid that amount to sit on the bench. That's the beat.
But they're not sitting on the bench.
No, McBride's getting the.
But they don't make the money that the players that's making the money supposed to be making. So you putting two different tax brackets there. You talking about a man that's barely making $1 million a year, or probably $1.5 million a year, compared to a man making $20 million a year. $20 million a year, nigga, you could play 48 minutes a game. Fuck you mean? You know how many people would die to do that? They'll die. They'll kill themselves just to get that 20 fucking million a year. 100 million, $150 million.
So you telling me
they generational wealth. That's generational wealth that you got to put your body out there and ball for that time. Nobody said the money's gonna be free and cheap.
So you telling me Tom Thibodeau's doing a great job?
Tom Thibodeau's doing a great job because look how he's doing it. You can't say now that the team is just because these two is down. No, he's doing it. They down. There's two down, and there's only really two down. Mitch been down all season. You're not really dependent on Mitch. So there's two down. There's two players that's down that the Knicks need. But when those two players went down, 5 other players came up. 5 other players came up. Not just 2 players, 5 other players.
So you had Precious, you had Josh Hart,
you got 5 other players that's getting minutes now. 5. So that means his rotation went from 8 to 10. And now his 10 is a guaranteed 10. No matter if they scoring or not, they out there for defense. And Tibbs is going to use them for the defense. So now they out there, they getting their gel, they getting their minutes, they getting their time. So when it hits playoff time, there's no need for them to be like, I'm not hot. Or I don't know the scheme. I don't know this defensive scheme. No, they know everything. Julius come back, this guy come back, back to the same schemes. That everybody's already on board. So he ain't doing nothing wrong. Don't be surprised when they come back that the Knicks make a mean run. Because that's what everybody already know. The whole NBA is already on notice. If the Knicks is 100%, they're a problem. But then everybody don't understand. Next season is the season for the Knicks.
Now, when you said next season is the season for the Knicks, that put a damper on people's expectation when they speak of you. On
No,
what
see,
you
what
feel.
they don't seem to get is, what I be saying is, by saying that, I say Eastern Conference Finals, right? We be happy with the Eastern Conference Finals. We got Boston there. If Boston make it there, we going against Boston. Cool. Try to make it a game. Try to at least get 2 off of that. We okay. We set for next season where we can get another superstar. We can add another player. We can add more value to the Knicks. That's what the Knicks is thinking. The upper head ups, the players is out there like it's a go. But with the injuries and everything, body beat up so early, it's things that you got to think about. Like, is it next season? Could be next season. We'll be happy if we make it to the finals.
It's the number one question. The ops want to know, right?
Yeah.
Is why do we expect Eastern Conference Finals and not the big chip? Why not say, yo?
Because expectations is expectations. With the team that you got in front of you, you can say championship, or you could be logical and be like Eastern Conference Finals. See, so anything under than that is a bust. Anything above that is a guarantee. You understand what I mean? So if we say Eastern Conference Finals, if we go in there with the mindset of Eastern Conference Finals, and then once we get to the Eastern Conference Finals, that's when it's a milestone. We made a milestone. This broke the bracket. Now we got to get past this bracket to work on to the next. So that's just how it is. You can't sit there and say, okay, we're going that or bust. So if it's all the way or bust with a beat up team, nah, we can't be we're not 100%. So if we can make it to the Eastern Conference Finals with a beat up team, now with a healthy team, yeah, sky's the limit. But I'm settled with the Eastern Conference this year. I'm settled. I know everybody else might be like, YG5, you selling it for less? I'm not selling it for less. That's an achievement, an accomplishment, something that we ain't doing in a long time. So as a Knicks fan, I will be happy with that. I'm not greedy. These guys out there putting their blood, sweat, and tears, they get the best they could do. I can't sit there and say we're flop, because we ain't flopping. So I got to give it to them on that end. Let's go with the Eastern Conference. When we get there, then it's time to game plan and get over the hump.
You hear a lot of Knicks fans say that we need 2 more pieces concerning the players. You hear other Knicks fans say that we need a front office. Some still don't have faith.
If they don't have faith in that front office, then they don't know basketball. If you don't see the front office moves that they made this season, the players that we got, the money that we spent, with no time, no effort, we didn't have to break our backs. We didn't have to do nothing. We didn't give up none of our draft picks. We still got all our number 1 draft picks. We got the most cap. We got the most money to spend next season. Pay attention, next season. We could grab anybody. We got draft picks. Knicks got the draft picks to do some crazy, incredible shit. And I'm not even the one to say it, but the Knicks got some motherfucking choices to make. And that's the good thing.
And what are the choices you feel the Knicks organization should make in order to put?
They could go for some superstars next season. Next season is a lot of free agents out. A lot of free agents that would love to come to the Knicks. That already said they would love to play for the Knicks. Like you got, to be exactly, you got 4-time champion.
You keep screaming out
Clay.
LeBron.
You keep Clay. What are you talking about? LeBron. I said Clay.
Oh, Clay.
Clay.
You think Clay would be a good addition to the New York Knicks?
Yeah. Why not? Right? Come off the bench. Nice little bench player. You ain't got to pay him that much. It's just choices. You know what I mean? It's a name. It's an attractive name. Klay Thompson, 4-time champion. It's just an attractive name, right? That's just an attractive name. You got a lot of free agents next season, to be exact. Enough where we can sign a superstar. There's some superstars free. And they, we could easily get them. We could go into the draft, get one of the top drafts kids out coming right now. Knicks could be slick. Get LeBron James, son.
I want to talk about Bogdanovic, man. Not everybody's sold.
On Bogdanovic? Why not?
Not everybody's sold, man. You had some Knicks fans, man,
They could be mad
that was pissed off with him and even Alex Burke, man. A lot of Knicks fans don't like the return of Alex Burke, man.
I don't know why. That's Tibbs' guy. It's a retort. He's a reliable guy, man. He's an NBA player. He's a baller. He's a reliable guy. He's a veteran. There's no going wrong with a veteran. There's no going wrong. You may not like his game, but he can score whenever he really want to score. He's going to play the game the way the coach need the game played. He's going to run the show the way the coach want to run the show ran. You can't say nothing with them. But them two right there, Bogdanovic, that's an animal. He's a beast. He's always been a beast. He's always been putting numbers in the lead. It ain't like he ain't one of them. He's one of them. He's a white boy that can ball. He can ball. So we're not going to sit there and play him like, but they not doing what they doing, just what they told to do out there on that court. They doing just what he's the bully. He's gonna debo. He's gonna. If you ain't noticed, he's the one, the rough house guy. He's the one bringing that bulldog energy. So he's bringing the bulldog energy. That's all he's doing. Nobody understand that.
Okay.
They could drop 20 when they need the 20. But they could be out there, the rough house, the forwards, and all that other good stuff. And that's just what he does. He's out there just being an animal. I can't complain about what he's doing. McBride is stepping up.
McBride, how important is the opportunity that he's been given?
I mean, it's working just the way I know it's going to work. Like I said, the minutes that these kids is getting now, because of the people that's down, it ain't just 2 people getting minutes. It's 5 people getting minutes. You got Sims out there now. Sims is out there. He ain't doing much, but he's out there. He's on the court. He ain't sitting on the fucking bench. I ain't seen that yesterday's game. That a lot of the players was on the court. The whole team damn near played, and we kept a team under 74 points. And damn near the whole lineup went on the court. The whole lineup. Everybody had minutes, even if it was 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes. These niggas was on the court. They touched the court. Meaning Tibbs giving them the opportunity to go out there, get your minutes in now. Get your minutes in now, kids. Get your minutes in now, because on this playoff run, we got it. We got to be 100%. We got to be ready. I need y'all guys ready now.
Is the bench deep enough, though?
Yes, can't you tell? We got 13 players, and all these guys just played yesterday. Kept a team under 74.
Is the bench strong enough, though?
If they are not, that's the strongest bench in the NBA. Every other team don't have a bench like the Knicks got. You got to pay attention to what we got at the bench. We got players that's on the bench that could start for any team. Thibodeau would start at any team. He could go to any team tomorrow and start. Trey Burke could go to any team and start. So you got to look at Ivanovic, any team and start. Hart, any team and start. Any one of those guys will start. So it's like they can start. You can't say that they're going to get the minutes, and their defense is there. So it's like defensively, we got the best defensive team in the league. Defensively. Hands down, you can't say the Knicks ain't got the best bench defense in the NBA. The bench. So, of course, if your bench got the defense to lock down any starting team in a playoff run, that's what every team is lacking. Boston's lacking it. Milwaukee lacks it. Miami lacks it. The Pacers lacks it. The Knicks don't lack it. The Knicks actually has a core bench team that 6 players that could come out there and get it on. If you give them niggas the green light to go stupid, any one of those guys could score on will.
Speaking of going stupid, right? Since we want to go there, your boy Dinvincenzo is playing some incredible Knick basketball, man.
Incredible, or what we already knew he was going to do?
I mean,
see, when we gave him
I think he's already starting to surpass people's expectations.
Listen,
I don't think everybody
$80 million. We knew why we gave him $80 million. He's a champion from the Golden State Warriors that played under Steph Curry and motherfucking Klay Thompson. He's another one of those that got drafted, came from that class. Those was they rooks. Jordan Poole and him was they rooks. Of course he's going to be doing what he's supposed to do. Of course he's going to break records on the New York Knicks. Of course he took down John Stark's record. Of course he's going to make a new NBA Knicks record with the most threes in the season. Of course he's going to do that because that's why they gave him the $80 million for. This is just what they paid him for. Nothing more. Paid him to do that because he can do that real good. And he got a hell of a defensive scheme. And he just showed that this year on the Knicks, why he played with the Knicks, that I am a valuable player more than just a jump shot shooter. I can play defense. I can lock down a player. I can shoot. I don't have to be at the perimeter. I could go to the hole with aggression, take the hit, get back up, shoot my free throws, make my free throws, go back down there and play that man right back again. He showed that. That's what he showed. Do he deserve a starter? Yes, he's a starter. He's going to stay a starter. He's made himself efficient enough to know he's going to be a starter. So trust me, I ain't never think nothing bad about him. Now, he can have his moments when he go in the slump like any player does. But when he's hot, he's hot. Right now, him and Brunson is hot. They got their little vibe going. They going hard. They added the guy from Toronto. He's so much embraced with the New York Knicks that his game is better. Because the Knicks gave him an opportunity to shine. Like, you that good. You can tell. Those guys made that man feel better about himself as a ball player because he's playing way better than any scout ever expected him to play in the NBA. In Toronto, he was not playing ball like the way he's playing on the New York Knicks.
Now, you said that Tom Thibodeau is playing good as a coach.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
You don't have no problem with how he rotates his players.
I'm not worried about the rotation of his players.
How do you feel about those who's showing grief towards him not putting in Shaka, point guard?
The new guy?
Yeah, the new guy. Some wanted him to play.
Yesterday? They saving him.
Or the game that we lost
saving
before.
him. Understand, we saving him. He's a save. He needs to be saved because Jalen Brunson is going to take a beating, as we see. He's beat up. He's gonna need some time. So that's when that guy, McBride's gonna step up. And when McBride steps up, then he gets to step up. McBride is gonna step up. It's gonna be games we're not gonna see Brunson playing. On this 18-game stretch right here, there's gonna be at least 2 games we might not see Brunson play. And those 2 games is where that kid's gonna be able to come out, and he's already ready. We know he's ready. That's the difference. They know he's ready. He ain't signed that contract, get waived, ask for a waiver to get off this team to come play for the Knicks. He didn't. It didn't work like that. Just okay, waiver me. Y'all want to waiver me because we got a better opportunity for you over here in New York. On a team that's gonna make a playoff run, you deserve it. You that good of a kid. You know they know he's that good of a player. He deserved to be on a better team than the team that's trying to just lose everything to get the #1 draft pick. Why he wants the ball. So he's going to the Knicks. He said it himself. I'll go here. He'll sit and wait. Because he knows he's ready. So when he comes off that bench, you're going to see that boy's going to be ready. Y'all just want to see him now because, we got him. We want to see what he could do. If y'all want to see what he could do, go back and watch Detroit games and y'all see what the kid could do. But right now, let him chill. Let him get the schemes. Let him get all the schemes. Let him hit the fucking books. Let him look at the playbooks. Let him learn the system that the Knicks is playing. Don't just throw him out there and he don't know nothing. Because then you're going to fuck up the whole chemistry that these 12 guys got going right now for that one player. Nah, you sit back, you watch, you sit, you just watch us. It seems like it works like that with Tibbs. It seems like the way Tibbs got it, that's the way it works.
Is he playing sprint basketball or is he looking for the marathon?
He's sprinting it because he's only got this year contract. So when he do get the opportunity to get on that court, he's got to make a chance to make a play, to make some kind of noise for himself, to get himself noticed to the NBA for other teams after this run is over. He could get signed to another team or get re-signed to the Knicks.
As a coach. You understood what I asked you, right?
Yes.
When it comes to Tom Thibodeau as a coach, is he sprinting or is he marathon? Meaning, is he playing?
No, he's taking his time. He's not even sprinting. He's taking his time. He knows it's a process. You can see it in his face. You can tell that he has a plan. And his plan is what's got to work. And it looks like that's what he got. And it looks like Brunson's on ride with it. Hart's on ride with it. Dinvincenzo's on ride with it. All the guys is on ride with it. It seems like they all understand we going to push the extra effort until these guys get ready. Then we got a scheme that's going to go crazy. And we got a bench that's going to be good. If one of us go down, we got the backup for the ones to go down. That's all it is. So it seems like he got it ready for whatever way he want to rock it.
Okay, so you saying he's content, being that he knows he got a playoff spot?
Yeah, he's content. You can
Because
tell he's
this
content.
would not be the same Tom Thibodeau he was in the play-in or fighting to get
in the playoff. You know he'll be mad. You see a different Tibbs. You see a whole different Tibbs if it wasn't going the way he planned it to go. Like the way he planned this shit to go. He know what games they're gonna lose, what games they're gonna win. What games mean more, what games don't mean shit. So it seems like he already has it mapped out on the board. This one, this one, this one. We need this one, this one. We could lose that one. We could get this one. To get back up in the fourth, we could just win 1, 2, 3. These guys be back by 4, 5, 6. By 8, 9, 10, we be good. Because everybody be on the same level. Then we just go for a run at the last 6, 8 games of the season and try to get this best playoff spot available. Because they only need like 6 wins, consistent wins, to be top notch. Because the other guys is not that far behind us. We ain't that far behind them. We ain't like we 5 games behind. We're only 3, 4 games behind. It ain't like the West is looking right now. That shit is an up and down roller coaster, nigga. Everybody's just hot. It's just looking crazy. Right now, the East just look like everybody gonna have fun. It's gonna be one of those East years.
When we speak of Jalen Brunson, man, do you think he get the respect he deserves coming from the refs?
What you mean by that?
Because you say he gonna get beat up. There's a lot of calls that should be granted towards Jalen Brunson that he don't get. That maybe would prevent him from getting so much contact.
So much contact? Nah, that's gotta have to work no other way. Jalen Brunson's gotta have to earn those, just like every other player earned them.
That's why I just asked you, brother. Do you feel he's getting the respect?
Nah, he gets the respect. It's just that he ain't earned it.
How can he get the respect and hasn't earned it?
Players
yet?
respecting him now.
I'm not talking about players.
But listen,
I'm talking about the refs.
If the players need to,
you know how Michael Jordan,
but listen,
you touch Mike and the whistle blows.
But that's Michael Jordan. You
okay.
can never put Michael Jordan. You can't put Brunson near Michael Jordan. They'll never be. That's what I'm saying. You can't even say that. He'll never do that. He's like AI. He could never do what AI is. It's him. This is a kid that been in the NBA since he was a fucking baby. Nobody seemed to understand that. This kid was New York since a baby. When I mean a baby, you got Patrick Ewing's daughter holding him. I'll show y'all the picture. Patrick Ewing, oldest daughter, got Jalen Brunson on her back when he's 4 years old.
I seen photos with Jalen Brunson and Marcus Camby. Yes.
Okay then.
We know he's New York strong.
He's a New York Knicks baby. That's it. Once you know that you a New York Knicks baby, like a baby, like we breaded you from what you is to what you are. There's no. It's just that he has to earn it. When he come here, he has to earn it. He just got his All-Star. Refs are starting to see it. The refs gonna have to. The players respect him, then the refs gonna respect him. Because once the players respect him, they know, all right, he's gonna get the call. I gotta find a way to avoid that. But when the players realize that, then the players is realizing it. He's getting by way more easier now. When he get that step, they just let him get it. Fuck it, he got it. It's just that when you go in the hole and you little like that, you're gonna have a problem. That's just it. He loved going in the hole. He's not a Steph Curry. He's not gonna sit outside and shoot the 3. He's going in the hole. He's just not 6'3". So he can't go in the hole like the 6'3" guards do and dunk on niggas and do all that other shit. But he could go in there, finesse, use his footwork, pump faking, and hand skills to get to the basket. That's all he needs to do. They're going to respect it. By the playoff time come, I guarantee he's going to be getting those calls that a lot of us saying that he's supposed to get, but he's not getting when he make it look too easy. When you make it look easy, you don't need the call.
Okay. Can we make it or go deep in the playoffs without Randall and OG and Obi together, or can we do it with one or the other? That's the question.
Can we do it with one or the other?
Right, or both of them is needed.
Both of them is needed to go to the championship, to give it a good championship run. Both is needed. One will be good back, but the one we're going to need back really would be the scorer, and that would be Julius. The defense we got. So we could go without OG, but we're going to need Julius back at that 4. I know you're going to sit there and talk your shit about Julius.
No, I'm being light. I'm being kind of light. No, I'm not. I'm actually being light.
Honest.
I'm being light.
Being honest.
Go ahead.
And it's just the honest truth,
right.
Honest opinion
is
we need Julius before we going to need OG. Even though OG is going to be available before Julius, but OG's not going to give us 25 points at the end of the game, willing to hit a clutch shot. He's going to stop the best defender, but we already figured that out. We figured out how to stop the best defender.
And how we do that?
We've been doing it. We just did it. The best defender. We just did the best offensive player in the last 2 games. Even though we lost, we still kept them at a reasonable price, at a reasonable score. And we kept them under 74. And their number 1 player is an all-star. And he only had 23 points. Meaning we kept them at bay. Any other time, he light us up for 29 and 30.
Take me out the equation when I ask you this about Randall.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know my perspective, my input.
Mm-hmm.
If your boy Randall doesn't come back to the New York Knicks, worst scenario.
If he don't come back this season,
should Knicks fans give him grace, man? Should we say, you know what, next year? Or is it time to move on?
They're going to say next year. Because he ain't do nothing wrong. Ain't his fault he got injured. And it's more than just a shoulder injury if he don't come back. Instead of him coming back, they could have let him come back, but they not. So then we got to look at the staffing and say, wow, they not playing. Because they literally they made that nigga sit down. When we know he probably would have came out there to play ball. Because it ain't his bottom party. It ain't nothing wrong with it. He's still running. He's still doing everything. He just can't something with his shoulder. So it's like if he can't, and it ain't his shooting shoulder. It's his right arm. So it ain't like it's stopping him from going up and shooting a jump shot or a layup. So it's got to be more to it than what we assuming it to be. Same thing with OG. It can't be just a bullshit hamstring that takes you this long to sit out. 19 games, 20 games. Both of y'all niggas been out 20-something games.
Some Knicks fans feel that OG and Obi came to the Knicks. Not 100%.
I believe that too. And Toronto didn't tell us nothing. And Toronto didn't say nothing. But when I look at it, the way he played on Toronto and the way he played on the Knicks was 2 different ways he played. So his body probably wasn't adjusted to the way the Knicks ball was, because he wasn't that much like the way he was on the Knicks, that aggressive way he was going and the way he was bumping bodies and hitting the floor, and we saw him do. He wasn't doing that over there. He's a big ass nigga. He's not little. That's a big dude. He's big. He's not nothing little about him. So it's like he had to be something wrong with him from the beginning. We don't know that because, they don't tell us everything going on with these players. But I believe every player in the NBA right now, at this point right now, after this All-Star, everybody's injured. All the superstars. Every last one of them. But they played through it. I really believe it. LeBron's injured. We know LeBron's injured. We know Steph is injured. We know these players is injured. We know most of the players that Julius we know is injured. We know this person. I can name 15, 20 more players that we know that's actually playing right now with some kind of contusion or something wrong with them right now. Sprained ankle, something. It's got to be something.
So for the record, G5, you optimistic in the direction the Knicks is going. For the record, you see nothing wrong with the way Tom Thibodeau's rotating his players?
I'm not optimistic. I'm just knowing what we're going to do and where we're going to lead and where we're going to go at. My expectations ain't going past the Eastern Conference Finals. That's my expectation. Because why? I look at what we got, and I look at what damages we got on our bodies, and I look at the way we landing in our bracket. So it depends on, at the end of the season, where we're going to land at to see if we're going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Anything else is an achievement?
No, because it depends on how many players is going to survive and how good, healthy we are. If everybody can stay healthy, if Brunson can stay healthy for the rest of the season, not get injured, and nobody else on the Knicks catch an injury, and the other three come back, and none of them three catch an injury, and they get in their jail, Eastern Conference Finals is there. That's not even a doubt. That's not a doubt. It's just that when we get there, who will be facing at the Eastern Conference Finals? See, that's what I'm saying, Eastern Conference Finals. Because if we got Boston in the first round, we gonna have a problem. But if we got Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals and we lose, can we be mad at that? Nah, we can't be. Knicks fans shouldn't be mad at that. We get to the Eastern Conference Finals against Boston, and Boston outwork us. As they should outwork us, because they got the talent and they got the players to do it. That's just it. So that's just how I look at it.
So you saying Knicks fans should be content losing to the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference?
If we lose to the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals, should the Knicks be mad? No. Because that team is a team that's supposed to beat every team in the NBA right now. They're the favorite for the championship. Hands down. There's no guarantee, nothing about it. They got the best record in the league. They got the best players in the league. So we can't sit there and act like, okay, they don't have the fucking all-star, superstar team like LeBron James and them had in Miami. That's what they got there. So we can't, y'all supposed to do that. Y'all supposed to take us Knicks and beat us. Because if y'all can't beat us, then y'all wasn't ready, and we was. And that's the challenge that I'm waiting for. See, I don't care about the season. None of this shit. I care about that right there.
And that's what it is. From your boy G5, New York strong, man. You capping New York City, man. That's what's up, baby. You New York Cities. Put your
y'all
shit
already know the vibe. Y'all already know the time. It's G5. Hit that like, hit that share. Y'all already know. Go to the comments, comment, give us your feedback. Jump back at us. We be back here next week, same time, same place. Pow, we out of here.
Yes, and let us know, should we settle for Eastern Conference, man?
Yes, let us know. Would y'all be happy if the Knicks go to the Eastern Conference Finals and we lose to the Boston Celtics?
And we out. Peace.